Well, I guess after me saying the past couple of episodes, while entertaining, seemed kinda side questy, this episode basically was Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau saying hold our collective beers because this was the best episode of the season so far. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Cam and welcome to my review for The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 3, called Chapter 11, The Heiress. After bringing the Frog Lady back to her home planet, Mando goes to search for his own kind, and, well, he finds them. Sorta. He finds a trio of bounty hunters who are Mandalorians, but sort of also not at the same time. They don't really follow the traditions, they just follow them kinda loosely. But this trio, led by Bo-Katan, played by Katee Sackhoff, ask Mando to help them take an Imperial ship, and so he agrees. I don't want to sound like the last two episodes of this season were bad. They were not. I think they were very entertaining in terms of an action and just a scenery standpoint. But in terms of the main story, I was sitting there like, okay, when's this getting back to the main story? And well, this episode more than corrected that problem. I saw online that there were some people who weren't necessarily a humongous fan of the Frog Lady, and I get it, but I do appreciate that they gave her a happy ending. I guess I'm a sap like that, what can I say? I also really have no idea what planet this episode takes place on. It looks really cool, but it kind of looks like the human village that Kevin Costner comes across in Waterworld, but in a cool way. Mando comes across this weird bar on the planet where they serve chowder that looks like it's full of face huggers from Alien, and one of the face huggers gets on Baby Yoda. I'm like, Baby Yoda, you better stay away from that thing. Those things are deadly. Just ask Kane from the Nostromo. And there's a pretty near-death experience with Mando and the child at the hands of these squid-looking creatures, not Mon Calamari, but a different race of squid-looking creatures. But then the episode really picks up when we meet the trio of Mandalorians, but kinda sorta not, led by Bo-Katan. I can't hate anything with Katee Sackhoff in it, and when she said that her name was Bo-Katan, even though I was watching this at 7 o'clock in the morning and I was still pretty tired, I still shot up and like, what was your name again? Because Bo-Katan is a pretty big deal in the animated side of Star Wars things. She was in Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Wars, and I remember her vividly. So when I heard her name, I was like, so animated stuff is now canon in The Mandalorian, which means it's canon in all of Star Wars. I guess I already knew that, but I was so happy that this is a thing. One of the other bounty hunters is played by pro wrestler Sasha Banks, who is credited under her real name. And even though she doesn't do too much in the episode, I'm still a big Sasha Banks fan, so I'm just happy to see her. And the ending ship heist was great. Despite the fact that this episode is only 35 minutes long, this heist takes up a large chunk of the episode, and it's all done very well. And then the one thing that made this episode like just the cherry on top for me was this, and this is where I'm going to throw up a bit of a spoiler warning. If you don't want to know about this twist, like just skip to this part of the video where you'll get my final thoughts. After the ship heist, the Mandalorians, but not, ask Mando if they want to join up, and he says, I'd love to, but I gotta take the child to his home planet. Would you know where that is? And Bo-Katan tells him, you'll want to go to the forest planet of Clovis. There you will meet Ahsoka Tano. And for the second time in that episode, I shot up, and I was just like, What name did you say? Because Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite Star Wars characters in terms of movies, TV, books, whatever. She's one of my favorites. She was a mainstay of the Clone Wars show, and she is an absolute badass. So I am so happy that they're bringing her in for The Mandalorian. My question is that, who are they going to get to play Ahsoka? Because I just checked IMDb, and it says nothing about who plays her. Maybe it was on a news thing and I just missed it because I don't read anything about Star Wars news. But just the knowledge of knowing that they're bringing in Ahsoka Tano into this show, you have no idea how happy that makes me. And at the end of the day, this is by far and away the best episode of the show so far. And in my Mandalorian Season 1 review, which by the way will be dropping tomorrow or the next day, I said that I have no idea when Giancarlo Esposito is going to be showing up in Season 2, but I can't wait to see him. And sure enough, he's in this episode. For like a couple seconds, but he's in it. I also saw that Carl Weathers and Gina Carano are coming back, so business is about to pick up. But that is all for me, guys. Thank you so much as always for watching. Stay tuned for these Mandalorian episode reviews every Friday when the episode drops. And the AFI project is going to be jumping back on, so there's a lot of content coming to the channel. So if you all haven't subscribed, I humbly ask that you please do. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and if you'd like to follow me on social media, all those links will be in the description below. My name is Ryan Cam, and this is The Way.